dead. You'll be dead. Ah! Good morning, guys. BP here. And this morning, it is about a true BP farmer breakfast. There it is. So what have we got in here, you might ask? Well, we've got 2 slices of bacon diced. We've got potato wedges. My wife's famous potato wedges done up in, what do you call that? Shake and bake. They're actually pretty darn good. We've got celery chopped and diced. We've got mushrooms chopped and diced. We've got 3 eggs. We've got onion chopped and diced. And you mix it all up. Throw some cheese in there. There's some cheese. And you got yourself a BP farmer friggin' breakfast that cannot be disputed. Like, nobody makes them like this. Right?
Take it off. Take it off.
There she is. Good morning. Good morning to everyone out there.
He's dead. Take it off.
See you guys later. Oh, here we are, guys. Out in the corral. Look at the ice. See this? Not good. Not good at all. But good news is the cows are doing great. They seem to be doing all really good. Bad news. See that one right there? Tag on her side is 441. Okay, so all of these cows are bred for, well, when we bought them, it said bred for March, April. Okay. Now, this cow and this cow and that black cow right there on the end, or beside the red one. So they were all bought 2 weeks ago. So these 2 cows, the guy that brought them in also had a couple of cow-calf pairs. And we were thinking, that cow, that maybe he just pulled the calves off and that's why she was uddered up, kind of. Because anybody that's raised cattle for a while knows that when you pull the calves, wean the calves off the cow, even if they've been on that cow for 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, and they're basically not milking at all anymore, they are still milking a little bit. When you pull that calf off, they will udder up, and they will stay uddered up for a little while. Well, lo and behold, I don't know when he pulled the calves off these cows. That cow, she had a calf. We've basically only been checking on these girls once a day in the evening, and the other day she calved and I found her calf laying on the ice and he had passed on, probably from hypothermia from being born on the ice, right? She didn't calve inside the barn, which would have been fine, probably because all these other cows were laying down in the barn. That's typical of a cow. They don't like calving unless they have to amongst a shitload of other cows. We lost the calf. Ain't that a kick in the ass? Haven't really been looking at the cows for concerned that they were going to have a calf. We were in the belief that these girls were all pregnant for March, April, so I haven't really been watching on them. So here we are, 9 cows left to calve, and we're checking and watching them a little closer. How's that sound? That's just a good royal swift kick in the nuts. How's that sound? Piss me off. And I did phone the sales market, told them what happened, and I said, one, who the heck, like, this cow, for when the bull was let out, that doesn't jive with when the bull was actually let out. Like, from what the farmer told the sale yard, And two, their vet, theoretically in my eyes, doesn't got a sniff on how to preg test a cow for March, April versus in 2 weeks time. Come on now, right? So anyways, what's done is done. They did give me a $250 commission credit. So when we sell calves or cattle at Whitewood, we got a credit there right now. So we don't get charged the commission fees. But with that being said, we got a $1,400 cow that at this point is going to do nothing for us for a year. Anyways, we'll talk to you guys later. Alrighty guys, well, we did some feeding, and when I was doing some feeding I heard a pop in the front end loader, and I figured, well, I had it in the shop and I welded that little gate up right there, made it, and I figured, well, I might as well grease this thing and check it over. So I'm greasing her up and everything's looking okay until I get over here. That's not supposed to look like that. And I've got that sumbitch pulled like that. Ain't fucking moving, that strap. And I can't pull it any tighter than that. So that's where it's gonna have to go. But we got to get in here and weld the sumbitch up. So I've got the ground hooked up, and I got my batteries disconnected because I've done this before where I welded on a friggin' tractor and we ended up screwing the friggin' alternator in it. So anyways, we're not gonna do that today. How's that sound? And I'm not sure what the hell that wire's for. I didn't pay attention to when I took this. Ah, crap, that's for my grapple. I gotta make sure I get that hooked up properly again, don't I? Positive is there, and that goes to the negative. Well, we'll put a new end on it when we put it back together, because that's the electronic over hydraulic lead wire for the grapple. So we will attempt to weld that sumbitch right where it sits now. So I'll bring you guys back when I get it done. Alrighty. Well, we got her welded back together in there. Well, it's kind of sucky in there, but not the greatest. And if it breaks out, I'll just keep an eye on it and do a better job next time. And maybe even strap it next time. But I think it'll hold. Time will tell. Depends on how rough I get with her, right? Knowing me, I'll break it. Anyway, we got to get hooked up to a stock trailer because we got to go pick something up for our grandkids. So we'll talk to you guys later. Well, good morning everybody. How y'all doing today? BP here with BCP Farm and Trucking. And the smokers are smoking. Got that cranked right up. And that's on high. Hopefully it'll get warm enough. It's building up some temperatures. Got everything closed off on it. So got one tractor running. Neither of the tractors were plugged in. Big Blue started, but he's got glow plugs in it. Little Red was parked in the shop, but the shop's not exactly heated, and he didn't want to start, so he's plugged in. It's minus 15 regular temp, but with the wind it's minus 28. It's kind of nasty out here. Hey babe, watch you don't fall backwards in the snowbank. Not if you're 10 feet away from me.
Snow angels.
Make snow angels.
In the news.
Screw that! Things tend to shrivel up at minus 28. And now you want me to get in the buff and do snow angels? Not a chance. We had some snow last night, and the wind blew it all around and made snowbanks in all the places you don't want it to be. But anyways, let's get in the shop and see what's happening here. Maybe Little Red will start by now. I've had them plugged in for about an hour. I did start a fire in here, and the pipes are red. Time to plug the fans in. Time to plug the fan in. The pipes are red. Fan is going. Oh yeah, feel that heat, Dave. Feel that heat. I know you guys can't feel it, but when those pipes are red, there's a lot of heat coming out of there. Close it off a little bit. It's cold. Let's see what this guy's gonna do. Oh. We got a bunch of feeding today. We got to move our windbreaks today. All kinds of stuff. Yahoo! Alrighty guys, I'm gonna let you go. We'll talk to you later. Well, there goes Seed B. She's with the Big Blue and the shredder. And because of the wind, we decided we're gonna leave the windbreaks where they are. You can see them way out there. You guys have seen them out there before with us. We're just gonna bed the cows right there and leave them sit there for another week, and then we'll worry about moving them. It's only supposed to be really cold here for basically a couple, 2, maybe 3 days. And then by the weekend, again, it warms up to like -2 Celsius. So damn near what would that be? Almost like 30 Fahrenheit. But she hates filling these bunks, so I'll fill the bunks and she can shred. She doesn't mind shredding. So that's what we're doing. Back in a bit, guys. Well, guys, Big Blue is not moving. And we've been screwing around with that son of a bitch for the last couple hours, trying to figure out what the hell is going on, what went wrong. I really don't know what happened. CP just nicely got done bedding the third bale, and she heard a popping noise, and then something that looked like a tuft of smoke, but I don't think it was smoke. And now it's saying low hydraulic pressure and low power steering / hydraulic trans pressure. So what the hell happened? I don't know. We just put a brand new pump in that son of a bitch 5 years ago, and it wasn't even working that hard, just shredding out 3 straw bales. And you can see the cows are enjoying it. There's a few of them laying down here already. So what went wrong? I don't know, but we made some phone calls to Mazer Group in Regina, and they said go ahead, tow the sucker home to the yard, and they're coming with a truck to pick him up tomorrow morning, which is Monday. So here we go. We'll talk to you guys in a bit. Well, we're hooked up and we're running home with her, if you call this running. There it is. I got the sun in my eyes, so I can't tell what the heck you guys are seeing right now, but That's CP back there, and I'm towing her home. I don't know what the hell the deal is with Big Blue, but he may have to go down the road. I'm getting tired of this. Every couple years there's something. Like, we had the tractor for a year and had to replace the main hydraulic pump in them. And then last year we redid the friggin' transmission in them. So we're into them for like 22 or 23 grand so far. I'm not overly impressed, to say the least. How's that sound? It's a 2010 T6050 Plus. Now all the plus means basically is it's got the deluxe friggin' cab. It's 125 horsepower, front wheel assist. And yeah, we may have worked them kind of hard when we're pulling the cultivator this year, but I don't think that's what's causing our pump issue. Because we did a lot of work since then with him and never had no issues. And today, he wasn't even working that hard, just shredding out a couple of straw bales, and that's when it breaks down. It's like, are you freaking kidding me? So, anyways, we'll get her to the yard and we'll talk to you guys after we're unhooked from it. Alrighty, well, we got Big Blue home. We got the shredder unhooked. Sorry I didn't show you guys that stuff, but showed you some of it. Brought a green feed bale for these girls and moved the feeder. And then the garbage that was in the bottom of the feeder, I just kind of spread it around there. They could rummage in it or bed on it, whatever. And we just got done bedding down the barn area where they go. So, there. Looks good. I don't bed. You can see that spot right there. We don't bed right there. Because when we want to bring cows in and get them through the back, that way the manure doesn't get built up and then you have trouble with the gate. So I don't bed right there where that little bit of snow blew in. I stuffed some straw down the wall because there was a little bit of a hole with the wind blowing it. So, and then a little bit, I need to do something with the barn up there in that eave. It's blowing in up there a little bit, but it was blowing in from underneath, and I stuffed a little bit of straw in there. My plan is to fill the wall or put some clay at the very bottom just to fill in those gaps where the ground is dished out a little bit more than what the boards cover. So, I wonder where CP went. She went to put the forks away, maybe. The wind has died down, which is nice. There she is. She's got cold fingers, it looks like. You got cold fingers, babe? They hurt? That's not good. Where are you going?
I need straw.
For?
My dogs.
Oh, yeah. So we got to take some straw to her puppies at the big one. So with that, give us the old thumbs up, comment, subscribe. And we'll catch you guys next time. Fun, fun, fun. Let's get her done. Not quite done, but real close. I just rotated my trays. And so this is beef down here. This one's beef. This one's moose. And this one's moose. All total, we got about 2.5 pounds. 2 to 2.5 pounds of jerky in there. And because it's cold outside, it's going to take a bit for the temperature to get back up to about 125, 150. But I figure another, I don't know, half hour anyway. And close the damper off on the backside. believe she's all smoked out now. Yeah. Anyway, it tastes pretty good. Later, guys.